But Cixi cannot be assigned all the blame. Another factor throughout this period, one that was truly outside of Chinese control, was simply the nature of the Western threat. When we talk about the West, what do we mean exactly? We often use the term as if we understand it. There are many Western powers. There are different Western powers who do not, in this period, all share the same values, although from a Chinese point of view, they can all be seen as a similar threat. It's difficult enough even today to say what we mean by the West. Difficult even more so in the mid and late 19th century, in perhaps the most dynamic period in the whole of Western history. The West was, in the 19th century, in essence, a moving target, a combination of explosive economic growth and military might that could now be projected as never before all over the world. And it was progressing ever faster, not slower. If the Great Britain of 1840 seemed threatening to the Qing, there was at least no danger, not even the remote possibility in the First Opium War of Great Britain colonizing China as a whole. But by the 1880s and 1890s, the entire world was being carved up between Western empires, becoming colored on the map red for Britain, green for France, blue for the United States, and so on. And what some historians have called an imperialism of free trade gave way to just plain imperialism, colonialism, conquest. This was, in short, a truly frightening time for non-Western peoples, and there was no resisting Western military might, no telling where it would end. And it may well be that only the mass suicide of this hyper-militarized West, which took place in the First World War, could bring the era of high imperialism to an end. Until then, one had to cope or perish. In the latter part of the 19th century and the beginning of the 20th century, the Qing experimented with three major strategies. First, to strengthen itself, 自强, learning from the West in order to throw the West out. Or to put it another way, learning from the West in order to remain Chinese. Second, resistance, all-out resistance, no matter what the consequences. And third, reform, to fundamentally restructure the political system in order to save it.